So, as a professional trader, I use a lot of different services to find ideas on trending stocks, and I can use scanners that I can obviously teach you guys how to do, but I don't have time every day to go scan FinViz for a bunch of different parameters on what is happening. So I found this amazing service, probably the best value service I've ever used, and I've been trading for 15 years, is Set Your Stop. And that's why I've become affiliated with them and fully believe in them. We get these for basically $300 a year Canadian if you use my promo code PLI when you sign up. If you want to sign up and work with us as an active trader yourself, or an independent trader, or just someone who wants to take control of your own portfolio and learn how to do this on your own. We work with all kinds of different types of traders, be them independent traders or even hedge fund managers use this service as well, because we've got this live feed trade room that we get these delightful alerts on, showing us what the way big money might be positioning. And we just got this alert this morning, and I can now look at Dell and tell you how I would play this if, in fact, who's ever spending about $1 million on the 560 strike price that expires in 100 days is right. Maybe it's somebody who really knows what's an institutional trader. I mean, these are the type of people who are spending $1 million on calls, or institutional money. So we have a feed here that shows us all kinds of different setups, and there are other people like myself, professional technical analysts in this room, and we're always looking at charts. And yeah, there's a lot of charts to look at, but when you have a quick way to analyze, as I've been showing you guys the way I do it with my strategy called the Pro Levels Indicator, then you can figure out which trades to get into and how you want to play them. Because if I type up Dell right now, and by the way, if you don't if you don't have this charting platform, it's very cheap every month. You can even get it for free if you don't really need to do any real time trading, but you just want to be able to analyze charts the way professionals like us do it, and what you see me doing in my channel. So, the way I'd look at a stock like Dell is I wouldn't look at a 5 minute chart. This is telling me that in 100 days' time, somebody is expecting this to go up to at least $560. And it seems like a very far way away where we are, $384 now. And the way I would use something like this, an alert like this, is figure out an entry with my swing high, swing low strategy. I wouldn't just blindly go out and try to buy the same call option that this trader purchased that expires in 100 days. We don't know how much they paid, or even if they have plans to hold the call option, because if the stock starts going up, these call options are going to start going up. And maybe they're not expecting the stock to get to $560, but maybe it'll at least get to its former highs at 400, about $470 a share, meaning that whatever they paid today for this call option, these call options will appreciate quite a bit too. Right now, with at least the system I use to get into the trades I like and the charts I like, I don't see any recent swings on the either the weekly chart or the monthly chart where I could figure out where to put my stop loss and how to position size. So I would pass on a trade like this. I mean, maybe if I went down to a smaller time frame chart like a 60-minute chart, I could do that and see if I could find a way to perhaps get into this and wait for price to come down. But I don't want to day trade this stock. I want to swing trade this stock. So I probably stick to the daily time frame for this, and just look for another chart that I like. What I would do, since this is 100 days out, and maybe they know something, and Dell will make a nice strong move up, is I'll put this on my watch list, and I can get alerts for when certain patterns form, and then I can trade those patterns as maybe the price starts to make a reversal up again. So anyway, we get these alerts in this trade room all day long, and I can quickly look at a stock like this even, and somebody just spent $182,000 on a call that expires in 37 days. So maybe there's a way I can find into this stock. This is a stock. Guess it's Newell. Yeah, see, I mean, this is something I could definitely find an entry into now. And, you know, on a daily chart, the bulls are in control of the price action. And, um, I don't know if I'd buy it right here, but if I could get a pullback down to a previous breakout level, I'd certainly position myself long. So I can put this onto my watch list. And this is how we build, as traders, how we build watch lists from information like this. So, I can just go like this and add this to my watch list, and then occasionally look at it and see what's going on, and remember this alert and what this trader was trying to do. And we get alerts, we get feeds like this all day long. This stock, I'm not gonna be able to look at everything all day long. I've got my own watch list to look at, as well as probably do you. But having an objective system like this with an indicator that doesn't repaint itself, and when you know our strategy, you can get into these trades safely. Let's see what Zion is. There's a nice chart as well. So somebody's expecting this to go up to $75 within the next 160 days, so 5 or 6 months out. So this is a nice trend going on. So I'll also add this one to my watch list. See if I can do it by right clicking. Used to be able to do this. They changed TradingView now and then. And I'll start looking for trades setups in Zion now that I know that the bullish positioning that I'm seeing in this alert from Set Your Stop in our private trade channel here is somebody else, a big institutional trader, is expecting higher prices. Here's another alert that we got today. Here's a stock I traded last year, and it's since, on both the daily chart and the weekly chart, has been in a downtrend. However, on the weekly chart, this is breaking up, and we see a confirmation on the daily chart. So that's why somebody's buying some calls and spending some money on some calls that are going to expire in 37 days, because they're expecting the price to keep moving up. So this is how we find good trades to get into. And by following what institutional money is doing and larger traders than ourselves. So now I'll add this to my watch list and look for an entry with my system. And it's not just, hey, let's try to profit on this trade. If we find a trend that's happening, these trends last for long periods of time. It's not just trying to get in and $32. It's like, hey, let's find a trend and ride the trend. To There's many entries into a trend. There's not just one trade we can do. So if you're part of the Set Your Stop trade room already, congratulations on the great decision you made. And if you're not, come join us, because you get to trade with me and you get to trade with Dwight, who's also chartered a CMT, and some other good traders as well. And for $300 a year, when you use my promo code PLI, you just can't go wrong. There's no better value in the markets.